Well, I'm glad to be back on the air now. What I want to talk about now is military situations with the military, and I believe it's good the military is ready to go, ready for all kind of weird missions and everything. But I believe the military is being overused and overplayed. And when the military is overplayed, it leaves room for somebody else to do the same thing. And same with military situations, you don't always know. Well, you don't know how they're going to end because you don't know how or the extent in which they're going to last. It could be another 10-year conflict or anything. And, you know, another thing is economics. And when I joined the military, it was during a recession. The less means people have, the less economic means people have, the more appealing the military can actually be to them. And that becomes a problem. Now, they did a study a few years ago. Uh, they estimate that the average American male is not fit for military service. I'm not sure if they're talking about psychologically or physically, probably across the board. Now, when you lose troops, you got to have troop replacements, and so a long, protracted war, conflict, or whatever we want to call it, could be very, very costly. So I really don't want, the military to be popping up everywhere because everything doesn't have a military solution, just like everything doesn't have a political solution. And the need for patience. But a lot of things come because of bad advice too. You're not there, you're not the boots on the ground, so, you may not even be getting an accurate picture. Now, I've been a conspiracy guy for years, and the way things are turning out, I'm going to keep on being a conspiracy guy. Because people at the top talk more than people at the bottom. It is what it is. They actually talk more than people at the bottom. But the top doesn't give you sometimes a complete picture, doesn't give you an accurate picture. And so it becomes a place where you can outdo yourself easily. And then when you're becoming too predictable, people already know what your response is going to be. So something else could open up. Then I don't like the situation with NATO. They're running off to defend freedom, but it turns out they're defending freedom all over the place, but in their own land. The EU is not a democracy. It's some kind of advanced social system in which the average person has no say. And guess what? It's also an advanced system in which the average politician has no say. Things are rolling down from Brussels. They're checking free speech like crazy. They're using mind control like crazy. So, and then, you got legal fare. They don't respect constitutional law anymore, and we're seeing trends like that in United States. Everything that's about social conditioning, and it's not moral principle, it's not respect for freedom, it's not respect for choice. They want you to go down a certain lane, and so they're using pressure or whatever it takes to push you down this lane. And so it's just like that's the way the game is played. And almost any social order has benefits, but it also has costs. And then you got the corporate game, You know, they analyze the hell out of you. They want loyalty, supposedly, so you can see how much you agree with their damn vision. We don't agree with your damn vision. Most people they work because they don't want to hurt anybody. Or they want to be responsible. Or they want to teach their children how to be responsible. Nobody agrees with their damn vision anyway. But, they do this stuff to see if you agree with their vision. Then they get what they want. And before you know it, it's mass layoffs. And then you got a merger of the military-industrial complex. It's everywhere because it's in everything. And the stuff we're playing with either came out of the military-industrial complex or is headed into the military-industrial complex. So it's just one of them things, man. And I'm just praying, situations don't escalate. But they will if force is used.